She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's good to be back with full makeup because I've been filming a lot of vlogs lately when I'm only wearing everyday makeup, and sometimes I'm wearing makeup at all. In Sweden right now we don't have quarantine, so everything is like normal except that you have to wash your hands often and keep a distance from people around you. That's the only thing I think they told us to do. I'm gonna show you guys how to do this makeup look today. This is my blue mermaid makeup look. It gives off a little mermaid vibe because of the blue, I think. I want to look like a mermaid today. So this is how it looks. So keep watching if you want to know how to do this look. As you can see guys, I have already started with my base. So I just put on primer, foundation, and I did my eyebrows and I set it with some setting powder. So that's my base. So I'm just gonna start to show you guys how I do the eyes. Yeah, at first I'm gonna start to base my eyes, prime my eyes, I'm sorry, with concealer. And I'm gonna dab it with my fingers. This concealer is so creamy, I love it. This is the perfect one to use on your eyelids. It's from Estee Lauder in the shade light medium. It's called Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer. Next step is to put on a base, and I want to do a cut crease. I'm even gonna put some concealer to cut my crease later on, but this is more like the color is sticking to your eyes easier if you have a base that's a little sticky, and the color is more, it's gonna pop more if you put on a concealer. And then I'm gonna take the lightest blue first to have a transition shade. I'm gonna take a brush, eyeshadow brush. This one is quite thick and firm, so I'm going in with the on the Fenty Beauty palette in the shade of Evil Jenny, I think it's called. It's the blue one. And tap it off. And then go in only on the crease. And build it in. And build it up. It's so pigmented when you put a primer / concealer on your lid first. The pigments stick like glue. And work only on the outer side of the eye, so don't go in all the way here. I usually don't do blue makeup because it's not really my shade. I only have like earthy tones like brown, red, you know, warm tones. So this is real like stepping out of my comfort zone. But it's always good to try something new. Something like that, I think. This is just the transition shade, so you can always blend it out later. Just have it as a base and try to even out, so not so high up on the eyebrows. Something like that, I think. I had to look into the other mirrors I have, because I put up like 3 different angles on mirror. I have one in front of me, one on the table if I need to look close, and one from the window, so I can see in a long distance how it looks like, how even or uneven it is. Then I take a blending brush and just blend the outer corners. Blend, blend, blend. If you blend too much, you can always put more. So I'm gonna take the same blending brush and just dip it on the tip, just a little bit, and shake it off and try to build up that blue again. It's so difficult for me to get used to this color because, as I said before, I I usually don't use these kind of colors, but you never know if you don't try. Yeah, something like that. It doesn't have to be perfect because you have to blend it out with the other colors. So next color I use is this darker bluish greeny. It's called Soak It To Me, I think it's called. So I'm just gonna take another brush. It is a softening blending brush. So just take the tip and dip it in, wiggle a little, and then just on the outer corner, build in that ombre effect from the dark to lighter. Okay. Just try to build it up a little. And now we're only working on the ombre, so it doesn't matter if you mess it up because you're gonna cut this later, so with a concealer. I actually having a hard time to do a cut crease, so let's see if my hard practicing and hard work have been paying off in this video. I am actually starting to like this color. It reminds me of a mermaid, you know, the bluish, greenish, like the sea water. And blend and blend and blend. I just saw that I came up too close to the lighter blue, so I'm just gonna take a blending brush, the same as before, and take the lighter blue and blend that out. Oh my god, this is so weird. Just gonna dab it, dab it, dab it, dab it, dab it, dab it. It's quite uneven right now, but I can fix it later. It's very hard with this bluish. I think the eyeshadow in this palette gives a lot of fallout, so it's hard to work with it if you don't tap out the axis. Why do I keep saying axis? Anyways, you know what I mean. Next step is to cut this, and that's the hardest part for me. Okay, I'm just gonna take a concealer palette, or maybe not. I can actually take the same concealer I used before. So I'm just gonna take a little with this brush, and then I'm gonna try to cut my crease. The end of the cut isn't that important, just let it be, as long as this part is clean. Oh, I think I got too high with there. I had to kind of angle my head and just slightly, yeah, something like that, and tap on the concealer. It's always like this, you know, when I did a great job on this side, and when I'm jumping over to the other side, I always mess up. Okay, I think I'm done here. As I said before, it's not important how it ends here, because I'm gonna put some other darker eyeshadow there. So that is how I cut my crease. It was so hard. Next step, I'm gonna take a black, real black eyeshadow. I'm gonna take the same brush as that I used to with the darker blue one, because I think if you still have some darker blue on the brush and then you go in with another darker color, it blends better. So that is how I do it anyway. I don't know if that's the correct way to do, but that is how I do it. So I'm just gonna dip in with the black, tap it off, and then take a mirror. I think I'm actually gonna take this same mirror I used before, and then I'm gonna do the same thing as I did with the blue, but instead of moving upwards, I'm just gonna stay here in the corner I'm trying to blend out the concealer so it has a nice end to it. When I was younger, I used to be a rocker, or what you call it, yeah. And I always wear black eyeliner and black eyeshadow every day to school. So it's weird when you look back at it, how I grew up and how my makeup journey ended up with. So I'm gonna jump back to the darker blue and blend it out with the black again. There's a lot of steps in this. Yeah, I'm just gonna jump back to the darker blue and blend it out once more with the black one. Just carefully blend it out a little bit, so the transition gets better, you know what I mean? Yes, it's starting to look like something. This looks real. I do look like a mermaid right now with blue eyeshadow. Okay, I think I'm done. Now I'm gonna put on the glitter on my lids, and I have a really creamy and lovely golden eyeshadow. It's so creamy, really love it. So I'm gonna apply it with my fingers because it's so creamy. It doesn't stick so good on my brushes. Oh my god, it's so creamy. Like, it's, yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very... I don't know if I can swatch it for you guys on my hand. Can you guys see it? Yeah, it's really creamy. I'm gonna take a mirror and then I'm just gonna dab it on the concealer. Only on the concealer. Oops. Flaky eyeshadow. I'm having a hard time to, you know, go in to the corner of my eyes. Dab, 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 dab. And I told you before, it does have a lot of fallout, so the concealer helps it a lot to stay in place. Okay, next step is to do the under eyes. I'm gonna take this palette. I'm gonna take this golden like eyeshadow, this one. I really love this one too. It does have a very lovely kind of shimmer. So I'm just gonna take that and put it under my eyes just to highlight a little bit, and then I'm gonna put in the darker one after. Highlight in the middle, inside. Yeah, and now I'm gonna take another brush and take the darker shade that I used before, the dark blue one, and use that under my eyes. Just brush it along your lash line and connect with the darker blue on the other side of your eyes. Just gonna put an extra blue up here, just this transition. Now it looks like I'm glittering all over my face, but doesn't matter because I just did my basic base. So I'm just I can clean up later on. So that's it, I think. Then I'm gonna put some eyeliner. I'll take my liquid eyeliner and make a small wing. Something like that. It's very easy for me to do an wing eyeliner because I've been doing that for like 10 years now. I always wore winged eyeliner at school when I was younger, when I was a teenager, when I started to do my own makeup. Yes, that's a small liner, I think. And now I'm gonna put on some concealer and the rest of my makeup, and then of course I'm gonna put on some lashes, and I think I'm actually gonna put on my lenses too, so be right back. This is how the final look is. That is for today, and I'm so thankful and grateful that you guys exist, and I hope that you're having a great day and keep having a great day, and I hope you guys are taking care of each other, especially now in these corona times. It was really fun to do this video with you guys today, and I'm so thankful because this video happened because you guys decided for me that I should do a glam makeup look, and this is how it ended up with. I'm not so used with the blue, but I'm actually starting to like it now. Thanks to you guys. Next time I think I'm gonna do another glam makeup look with a different color and a different kind of style, maybe not with a cut crease. I'm gonna sit down and play around with some colors later on, so I can do a really good makeup video next time. This is like my first makeup video in a long time. I think it was last year I made my latest makeup video. So yeah, you guys are the one that motivate me to do this. So I'm so thankful. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram because I post a lot of stuff on Instagram, especially Instagram stories. So if you want to keep in update what I'm doing and I'm planning to do a video, check me out on Instagram. Thank you guys.